Blazed All Our Lives, Indica'S Child is brought to you by Rogue Nun Productions. The diva has arrived.
Indica.
Fill me in. What did I miss?
2 gin martinis and overly graphic details of Giovanni's sex life.
Hey, you asked.
True. And that was about as close as I've come to an orgasm since...
Hey, we're not going to talk about Jim Brinkman today, or Vincenzo Valducci, or one of the million men who broke your heart, Gio.
Maybe 2 million.
Tonight is an official girls' night out where we gossip and giggle and drink our weight in top-shelf liquor. Good vibes only. Can I get my usual?
I could use a night away from my thoughts.
Would you please stop referring to me as a girl?
Don't be such a snowflake, Gio. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm glad we're doing this. It feels like we never see each other anymore.
Well, you're the detective, spending day and night solving Misty River's crimes. Rosie and I see each other all the time.
I can't get away from her. It's like I'm in a bear trap without the upside of being able to gnaw my arm off.
Oh, hush you. You love helping me with the Lilybanks Home for Wayward Children. By this time next year, they'll be welcoming orphans from all over the region into their brand new state-of-the-art facility. You helped make that possible. I'm proud of you. And I'm proud of you, Gio, for locking up the twisted nun who burned down St. Nora's orphanage. Thankfully, Greta Schumacher had the kids on a camping trip that night. Can you imagine all that ghastly death had they stayed behind? Yuck.
Evil nuns, arson, mass death. Have I ever said how much fun it is to hang out with you?
Even you have to admit that it's nice that we can all be friends after everything that's gone down between us.
Indeed. Giovanni tried to kill me. I tried to kill Giovanni. Joanne and I tried to kill you. But you haven't tried to kill either of us. What gives?
No offense, but I've had bigger fish to fry.
Fiona-Valducci.
I'd love to push that bitch off a cliff with Natalie Winter tied to her. Watch them both just slam against the rocks in an explosion of blood and bone. Let the sharks rip their body asunder.
Party.
So, Gio, fill us in. How are things going with Ethan?
I don't know what's more shocking, that Giovanni's with Ethan, or that Ethan is a top.
I never thought any man would be able to tame you. Certainly not Ethan Colfax.
I get what you're saying. He's not exactly a Swiss model or pro athlete. We just click. I can't explain it. I honestly have you to thank. It was your disappearance that brought us together in the first place.
If you end up getting married, I'll take it. But if you break up, don't blame it on me.
Giovanni, what was that look?
Are you? No. Shut up.
No, we're not engaged, but I'd like to be. Is that stupid? Am I an idiot? Oh God, what am I thinking?
Are you kidding? This is the best news ever. After all the heartbreak and bullshit we've all been through, this is just the kind of distraction we need.
You have such a way with words, Indica.
I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it in a good way. A really good way. You know how much we both love throwing parties. Let us do it. What do you say, Rosie?
Do I have a choice?
No. Oh, yay. Let's go look at rings. Come on, you know Goldie's has the best jewelry selection in town.
Fine. I appreciate you both doing this with me. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't nervous. I just want everything to be perfect, especially after all we've been through. He deserves that. By the way, I know you've really thrown yourself into this new orphanage, but how are you handling Rogue Nun closing? You've barely said 2 words about it.
This might sound weird, but when we got back to Misty River and I found out that it folded, I was relieved. I wish I'd been there to properly step away so that Bianca didn't have to shoulder that burden. On top of losing Zoe to Jim Brinkman? I mean, can you blame her for getting hooked on drugs again?
Poor Bianca. Her overdose was devastating for Ethan.
Let's take a closer look at these rings. I know diamonds always cheer me up.
Me too. If I'm going to be miserable, I can at least sparkle.
Ooh, what do you think of that one, Rosie?
That's not a man's engagement ring.
I know, I meant for me.
Can we stay focused? This one looks pretty good. What do you think, Indica?
Oh, it's beautiful. And just the right size.
Ethan does have delicate hands.
I think it's the one. I'm gonna get it. Can you wrap this up for me?
This is so exciting.
Now that we've taken care of the ring, let's turn our attention to the real task at hand. Destroying Fiona Valducci and Natalie Winter.
I've actually been giving this a lot of thought.
You better not be backing out on us.
No! I hate them as much as you do, if not more. Now that my Aunt Fiona runs the Valducci Empire, she's more powerful than ever. So the only way to destroy her would be...
to align with someone even more powerful.
Exactly.
But who's more powerful than the Valduccis? Vinny never mentioned any real competition to me. They're top dog in the organized crime biz.
There's a lot he didn't tell you, Indica. We've got enemies all over the world, more powerful than you could ever dream. One of the most sinister is a family called the Abernathys. They're from the Deep South, and then they rose to prominence as bootleggers during Prohibition. The Valduccis and the Abernathy's were partners for many years until the patriarchs had a falling out, and then the Abernathy's were forced to leave town.
Where are they now?
Out near Jeffersonville, just across the state line. Close enough to keep a pulse on the territory, but far enough away to keep us happy.
What's the play here, Giovanni?
I know the family secrets and every detail of our portfolio. We could arm the Abernathy's with enough information that would allow them to swoop in and take over everything. If the Valduccis are going to be taken down, it's gotta happen from the inside. It's the only way.
And destroying Fiona also destroys Natalie.
I like the sound of that.
Okay, Gio, let's do it. Gather the intelligence and let's plan a meeting with those Abernathy's. I could go for a nice day out in the country. How about you, Rosie?
I've always been fond of bootleggers, so I'm in.
I'm still going to meet with Fiona to see if I can reason with her, woman to woman. But with this ace up my sleeve, her days are numbered.
Can I help you?
Hi. Oh my God, I'm here to see Fiona. My name is...
I know who you are. You're the big crazy lady from TV.
I'm not crazy. And I wouldn't describe myself as big either. Maybe big-boned? It's been a very stressful few years. I've actually lost a lot of weight. Is Fiona home?
Yeah, she's in an important meeting. Want to come inside?
Yes, I'd love that. I didn't catch your name, though.
I'm Angelica. It's short for Angelica.
What a cute nickname. My friends call me Indy.
Yeah, I like it short. 4 syllables is a bit much.
I don't think I even knew what syllables were when I was your age.
I like to read. When do you see our library?
You've got your own library? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Here it is.
Wow. Have you read all these books?
Give me a break. I'm 5.5 years old.
So what are you into besides reading?
I like to draw, and I like makeup.
Ooh, I like makeup too.
I can tell. You really pile it on. Does your head get heavy from wearing that turban?
Nope, it's just some fabric wrapped around my hair.
You must have a lot of hair then. What color is it?
It's almost black. The exact same color as yours, actually.
Why do you cover it up? Are you going bald or something?
No, I'm not going bald. The public gets so much of me that I wanted to keep some things private.
Ever think about wearing more clothes?
You don't mince words, do you?
Indica! I have been expecting you. I take it you will join me in a drink?
Vodka soda.
Will you excuse us for a few moments? We have big girl business to discuss.
Okay, Mommy. Bye. It was nice meeting you, Indy.
I see you've met Angelica.
Yes, she's beautiful and very bright.
She's a genius. Clearly, she takes after our side of the family. Here you go. Cheers.
Cheers.
No bitchy retort? Boy, have you changed. Residuals from treatments at the asylum?
My condolences on the loss of Dimitri. I know how close you two were.
Oh, yeah, that was a shame. My nephew has such a temper. Now, I know you didn't drag your ass here to talk about Dimitri, so why don't you save us all some time and get to the point?
You know very well why I'm here.
You want me to hand over Angelica, is that right?
Yes, she is my daughter.
Well, if you were to ask her, she'd say she was my daughter. She's not going anywhere without a court order, and good luck getting one.
I wouldn't have gotten on that plane if your family hadn't kidnapped her.
You ungrateful bitch! You should be thanking me for taking her in and giving her such a wonderful life. She's had everything she could ever need or want.
I could give her that same life.
Oh, please. Do you have any self-awareness? Ugh, you're a disaster. Chaos and drama cling to you like a putrid stench. I'm gonna let you put Angelica through that.
Listen to yourself. You won't let me. She's my child, Fiona.
Biologically, yes. But in every other sense of the word, I am her mother. I will not let you uproot her from a happy, loving home to whatever nightmare you have waiting for her at Casa Day, fat ass.
This is a loving home? You are a loving mother? And you say I lack self-awareness. You're about as lovable as rat poison.
Oh, a lot has changed since you've been gone, Indica. Not only have I become a wonderful mother, my power and influence have only grown. I'm only being polite to you for Giovanni's sake. If you push me, this truce is over, and I will make your life so miserable, you will wish you died in that plane crash right along with Pandora.
Bitch! Don't you ever let her name cross those rotted lips again.
Oh, Indica. You're really testing my love for my nephew. Since I don't see this conversation heading in a positive direction, I think it's best that you leave.
Not without Angelica.
Hello, Sebastian. The former Mrs. Valducci is here and needs to be escorted back to her car. With force. Would you be a dear? You've got 5 minutes, Indica. Sebastian isn't half the sweetheart Dimitri was, so I think you better move your ample ass.
This isn't over, Fiona. Not by a long shot.
Oh, can't you do that at home? You think I like smelling like I just got off a Grateful Dead tour bus? We're going into an important business meeting. Thank God I brought my Chanel No. 5.
Have another drink, Rosie.
She's got a point, Indica. You really should roll the windows down and air out this limo. You'll want to be clear-headed for this meeting.
Reality is overrated, Gio. Why am I doing the talking today anyway? You've got all the intel. It's your family. Doesn't it make more sense that you'd lead this conversation?
I don't have your skills of persuasion or diplomacy.
She's diplomatic?
That's where you come in, Rosie. I'm the muscle. You're both the brains.
Can I be the tits and Rosie be the brains? These things cost a fortune.
Oh, you certainly are a boob.
I walked right into that. Okay, fine. The joint is out. Are you happy, officer?
Excuse you? That's senior detective. And we're here. Driver, the gate code is 6669.
He has a name. Donnie, I'm sorry, my friend is so rude. Just drop us up at the top of the hill here. This place is gorgeous. Wow.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to Abernathy Estate. I'm Sutton.
Hi, I'm Indica'S, and this is my friend...
Rosie Bush. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure's all mine, ladies. Did y'all run over a skunk on the way over? Just kidding. Your reputation precedes you, Indica. And you. Look at you, Giovanni. You're all grown up and handsome. I haven't seen you since you were running around the mansion in Fiona's heels.
It's so nice to see you again, Sutton. It's been a long time.
Gio's got his own heels now.
Now, come on, y'all. Let's not stand here yapping when I've got drinks and snacks in the garden. After you, sit wherever. The place may look fancy, but I like to keep things casual.
Thank you, Sutton. Your home is absolutely breathtaking.
That's so kind of you to say, Indica. My friend Tabitha brought her crew out and did the entire property. But she really went all out on this garden. It's as beautiful in the fall as it is in the spring. I pretty much sit out here all day long.
Tabitha? As in famed domestic lifestyle innovator Tabitha Wainwright.
Oh, yeah, we go way back. She loves our family's moonshine. It is so funny. Who would have thought moonshine would take off in this day and age? Gotta love hipsters. I can charge 10 times what it's worth. Where are my manners? Y'all can dig in. I like finger food, so I had the chef make pigs in blankets, some deviled eggs, and my mama's famous pickles wrapped in cream cheese and ham. And, of course, the lemonade has a healthy kick of Daddy's moonshine. The really good stuff, not that cheap shit we peddle.
Thank you so much for your hospitality, Sutton, and your time. I know you're very busy.
I always have time for you, Giovanni. Even though our families had a falling out, I never held it against you. You were just a kid. You've really done well for yourself outside the family business. I heard you made senior detective. I am impressed.
I appreciate that.
How's my former bestie doing?
Who? Fiona?
Yes. We were close as cat's breath.
I can't imagine Fiona having any friends.
She was a lot more fun back in the day. We used to drive our daddies crazy with our antics and shenanigans. How's she holding up now that she's in charge? It's a lot of responsibility.
She was built for the job.
Yeah, I can see that. On the other hand, I cannot see her as a mother.
She's not a mother. Angelica is mine.
Ah, okay. I think I'm starting to see why y'all are really here. It wasn't for the fresh country air and my company.
Do you have any children, Sutton?
Me? Hell no. I'm as barren as Death Valley, and at my age about as dry, too.
I like her.
I'm desperate to get my child back.
I reckon so, if you came all the way out here to meet with me. So what do you have in mind?
The Valduccis are too powerful. As it stands today, Fiona is way too connected. She even has the mayor in her back pocket. I can't go through the proper legal channels to get Angelica back.
I get all that, honey. But what does that got to do with me?
If the Abernathys were in control, instead of the Valduccis...
You'd get your kid back. However, you know as well as I do that we ain't in control.
But what if you were?
That's a mighty large file you got there, Giovanni.
It's all yours.
Oh, my word. This is... Ooh.
Everything you need to take down the Valduccis and regain control over the Misty River metropolitan area.
But Giovanni, your aunt would kill you if she knew you gave me this. And I don't mean figuratively. I mean, she will literally inject a bullet into your head over this manually.
I know.
And you are willing to put your actual life on the line, also Indica can get her kid back?
I am.
He must really love you, Indica.
He's my best friend. I do the same for him.
Wow. You got anyone that loves you like that, Rosie?
My accountant?
You and me both, sister. Oh, she's funny.
So, what do you think?
Think about what? Taking down the family that made my daddy's life a living hell until his dying day? Watching my traitorous ex-best friend get thrown off her high horse? I say I'll drink to that. Now, as much as I'd like to sit and chit-chat with y'all, I must be going. Y'all have given me a lot of homework.
Thank you so much for your time, really.
It's been a delight.
Indica, Rosie, I'll meet you in the car. I want to say goodbye to Sutton.
Of course. Goodbye, Sutton.
Bye, Indica, Rosie. She has no idea you're betraying her, does she?
She doesn't. I appreciate your discretion.
You are playing a dangerous game there, Giovanni. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
Thanks for coming over today, Rosie. I want to get Angelica's room set up so it's ready for her when she gets here.
I can't believe you called me over to help with interior design. I thought you hated my style.
Honestly, I always liked it. I was kind of jealous that you had such an eye.
What a nice thing to say. Let's look at the samples you put together. Oh, dear.
Are they awful?
Not if you're raising a prostitute.
I was afraid the sequins would be a bit too much. Damn it! I want to get this right.
You will. Just leave this to me. I'll make sure we craft the perfect boudoir for your daughter. One that won't leave her scarred. Let me get that. Fiona.
Get out of my way. Where is the bitch? Indica! Indica, where are you?
You bellowed.
You stupid bitch.
Keep your fucking hands to yourself, Fiona. You're in my home now. I have half a mind to blow your fucking head off.
Angelica has been kidnapped and it's your fault.
What do you mean she's been kidnapped?
Sudden Abernathy had her goons kidnap Angelica in the middle of the night. They're holding her for ransom. All spawned by your little trip out to see her. Do you have any idea what you've done?
I don't know what to say.
Oh, sure, now you clam up. Do you know who you're dealing with? Sutton may seem nice with her southern accent and charming personality, but compared to her, I'm Carol fucking Brady. You've made a deal with the devil, and now Angelica is the one getting burned.
You wouldn't give her back to me. I was desperate.
I'd say you've relaunched a war that I'm going to have to win in order to get Angelica back in one piece. This is extreme. Where did you get such an idea?
You don't think I learned a thing or two living in the Valducci mansion?
Oh, please! You've had Vincenzo's dick so far down your throat you could hardly breathe, let alone follow the family business. You're not that clever, my dear. You're all tits and no brains.
I'll go back to Sutton's. I'll reason with her. I'll smooth things out.
Your involvement in this is over. You'll only make things worse. I'll take care of things from here on out. God only knows where they're keeping her or what they're doing to her. If you even think there's a snowball's chance in hell that I'm giving her back to you now, well, then you're even dumber than I thought.
What are you going to do?
We need to go to Judy and ask her to use her powers to find Angelica before Fiona can.
And then what?
I guess I get out of town. What other choice do I have? I need to call Gio. Gio, Sutton kidnapped Angelica. But Rosie and I are going to go to Judy's for help. Okay, I'm picking you up on the way. See you soon.
Hey, bitch. Ma's in the central yurt waiting for you guys.
Delilah, when did you come back to the commune? I thought you were in Costa Rica.
I was, but after losing Morgana, Ma needed some help running the place. You know what a giver I am.
Ha! Rosie, Gio, this is Delilah, Judy's daughter. She's an incredible photographer, like National Geographic worthy.
Oh, stop. Just kidding. Keep going.
It's nice to meet you, Delilah. I've spent a lot of time in Costa Rica myself. We'll have to swap stories sometime.
Yes. You'll need to tell me all about that shaman.
How did you know?
Oops. I read your thoughts. I'm such a messy bitch.
I wish I was seeing y'all under better circumstances. Christ! It's just one thing after another these days, ain't it?
Tell me about it.
Thank you so much for meeting with us, Judy, and on such short notice, too.
Don't mention it. You're practically family. Red, did you know I gave Indica her first job? The worst waitress my diner ever saw. All she did was talk and smoke and give me grief.
Why am I not surprised?
That must have been before my time.
Oh, yeah, long before you were part of the gang. I admit, I was awful, but we did have a lot of fun. I'm convinced you and Morgana moved your commune out to Jeffersonville just to get away from me.
Ah! Would serve you right. All right, come inside. I've got some lentil soup on the fire.
I'll pour us some drinks, Rosie. Indica, would you like one?
Of course.
Here you are, ladies.
Thank you, Delilah.
I guess I'll be the designated driver?
Sorry, I don't wait on men.
Fair enough. So, how are you liking the new location? How's business?
The new location is amazing. Though I will always miss our old farm. Slowly but surely, we're getting our business back off the ground. No thanks to... Well, never mind.
You can say his name, Judy. I'm not that fragile.
Fine. No thanks to that no-good son of a bitch, Jim Brinkman. Tuh. We need to start turning a profit again. And soon. Or this commune's kaput!
We'll take care of it, Ma. You've just got to give it some time. You're so impatient.
We ain't got time, Delilah.
But can't you all just, do a money spell or something?
That's what I've been telling her.
There are a few things we can't do. Not a matter of ability, so much as it's a matter of ethics. Something my no-good daughter needs to learn one of these days.
Ugh, you're so lame. I don't know why you want to suffer. Stop being such a fucking martyr.
We have a code we live by. Well, most of us anyway. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should.
Boring.
I appreciate you helping us.
Anytime. And I mean that. But you're gonna need to start hanging out on a more regular basis. Not just when all hell is breaking loose.
It's a promise, Judy.
Whoa, I just got excited. Hey, Red, check out this blunt. What do you think? Would Morgana be proud or what?
Oh, yes, it's perfectly obnoxious.
I'm gonna fire this thing up. If you don't mind.
Not at all, Judy. Time is of the essence.
Boy, howdy. That's the stuff. All right. let me just close my eyes and see if I can locate Angelica. Okay, it's a little dark. Not really getting anything just yet. Let me hit this monster again. Now we're talking. All right. I see a farmhouse. A broken down dump of a place. In the middle of nowhere. And there she is. She's in the basement. And there's some guy watching over her. Some real greasy piece of shit.
Oh, God, some creeps got her. Is there a way to pull back and figure out where this farmhouse is?
Oh, yes, indeedy. Okay. I know where this is. It's not too far from Jeffersonville. It's near the edge of a mountain, close to the headwaters of Twin Rivers.
Can you get us an address?
What is she? MapQuest?
Red, you're a riot. Give me a pen and paper. I'll draw you a map.
Here, I keep a journal in my purse.
How can you do that with your eyes closed, Judy?
There's a lot I can do with my eyes closed, Red.
Spare me.
Okay, there you go. A map to your little girl. But you better step on it. She's in danger.
Thank you so much, Judy. You're literally a lifesaver. Here's the map, Gio. Can you follow it?
Yep, this makes total sense.
It was nice seeing you, Judy. Thanks again for everything.
Enough with the thank yous. Get out of here. And next time you come by, we'll do a sleepover. Red can stay in my yard.
Dream on, Judy.
I'll walk you out.
Thanks, Delilah. Hey, Gio, hang back for a second.
Thanks again for doing this.
Like I had any fucking choice. Just make sure that deposit hits my account. Tonight!
You'll get your money.
I'd better. Now get the hell out of here before I lose my religion!
I can't believe the only thing separating me from my daughter is that creepy old abandoned farmhouse.
What about the greasy gentleman guarding Angelica? Surely he's armed and dangerous.
We're armed and dangerous too. I'm the muscle, remember? You two are the brains.
I've got a gun in my purse.
What are you doing with a gun?
In what world should I not be armed?
Agreed. I never leave home without protection anymore.
So you have a gun too?
Absolutely.
I appreciate the backup, but I need you both to let me lead this. I don't need either of you getting us killed, or, God forbid, shooting yourselves.
What kind of idiot do you think I am?
I'll hold her gun.
Thanks, Rosie. Okay, ready?
I've never been more ready in my life.
We've got to find the basement. Walk slowly and carefully. We don't want to tip them off. Here it is. Do you hear that?
It's Angelica. She's terrified. Oh, God, what is that monster doing to her? She's in this room.
Stand back.
You can't shoot the door. What if you hit Angelica?
I don't have a choice. Just move.
Hey, what the fuck's your problem? You trying to kill me? Whoa, back the fuck up. What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? What the fuck are you doing here?
Johnny Russo.
The one and only, also known as my deadbeat lowlife ex-husband. Do you realize the child you kidnapped is my daughter? I want her back. Give her to me, Johnny.
Whoa, hey, you need to slow your rolls there, Kimmy. You ain't getting shit except a gob full of bullets.
You don't scare me.
Hey, I used to.
Exactly. Past tense. I'm not the same doormat I was when I was a teenager. I'm rich and famous and
you're still the same fat, annoying bitch you were before. What's that old saying? You can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig? Well, oink, oink, baby. Now beat it and take your friends with you.
We're not going anywhere without Angelica.
And she ain't going nowhere until Fiona pays the ransom. Hey, if you ain't got what Sutton was asking for, then get the hell out of here before I blast you all.
You disgust me.
Oh, really? You sure was singing a different tune when you were gobbling my knob 6 years ago.
6 years ago? Isn't that when you were dating Vincenzo?
Just before. Look, I had a weak moment. I was mourning Lily Banks. I was severely depressed and vulnerable. I'd have to be to climb on top of that pile of garbage.
Yeah, and how did things turn out with your beloved Vincenzo, huh? Don't you get sick of dudes walking out on you? Even with all that money and fame, you still can't keep a man. You're always going to be a fat, ugly loser.
Eat shit.
You ain't never been the brightest bulb.
Yep, please don't hit him, Indica.
You ought to listen to Rosalind here. I don't know why you started going by Rosie. Rosalind is a much classier name, and you were always a classy dame.
Thank you, I guess.
Are you flirting with her?
Johnny, just give us Angelica and we'll leave. If you don't, I'll kill you.
Hey, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Not until Kimmy gets her surprise, at least.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Well, I ain't trying to get shot, so Kimmy, reach in my pants pocket. Oh, don't go grabbing my cock, neither.
You're such a bastard. What the fuck is this?
Let me read it. It's a paternity test. It says he's Angelica's father.
There's no fucking way.
Are you sure? What kind of lag time was there between Johnny and Vincenzo?
Shit. God, this can't be happening.
It is. Sorry to burst your little bubble, but that's our kid in there, Kimmy.
You'd hold your own daughter for ransom?
Ransom? I'm ready to sell the brat in the black market, which is exactly what will happen if Fiona don't make good. You know how much money I can get for this little bitch, huh? You'd better hope Fiona don't find out the truth, because if she learns Angelica ain't a Valducci...
Indica? Oh my God.
She won't find out. Indica, Rosie, let's go.
Let's go? My daughter is right there.
Oh, daughter! My big squishy mountain of love.
Indica, we were never here. We need to let Fiona finish the deal and give them what they want. If she finds out that Angelica isn't a Valducci, you're dead.
Fuck. I hate you, Johnny. I hate you.
Suck my cock, dick pig.
I know where Angelica is.
How? Where is she?
She's currently in the care of my ex-husband, Johnny, who apparently now works for the Abernathys. They're in some abandoned farmhouse and plan to sell her on the black market if you don't agree to their demands.
Was this your idea then? Did you cook up this little kidnapping scheme with Sutton? Where is she, Indica?
Don't you think I'd have Angelica and be long gone by now?
Well, true, but you do seem to know an awful lot. How?
Long story short, I went there to rescue her, and I was almost killed in the process.
You went there? Indica, are you sure you don't belong in that asylum? Oh, you're fucking crazy. Your recklessness is going to ruin this negotiation and endanger Angelica's life more than you already have. This is all your fault. Oh, God, you put this into motion because you wanted to double-cross me? Well, look where it landed us. Angelica's life is in the balance because you wanted to play some amateur's game? Ugh, you are in way over your head.
We can focus on blame later. Right now, we need to save Angelica. Are you going to give in to their demands or not? Why are you stalling?
Oh, you really are just a big bag of silicone, aren't you? Not a lick of brains in that fat head of yours. I have every intention of getting Angelica back and making good on Sutton's demands. But before I do this...
Oh, no. No way. Not a condition. Who's playing games with Angelica's life now?
To make sure you're not working with Sutton on this kidnapping scheme, I need you to sign this document. Then, and only then, will I call Sutton and solidify the deal.
This says I have to sign over parental rights. Why the fuck would I do such a pathetic thing?
Because you don't want Angelica to end up in some rich pedophile's basement.
You are shit personified, Fiona.
Oh, are you gonna flatter me or sign the papers, Indica? Tick-tock.
Give me a fucking pen. There. You got what you wanted. Make the call. Now.
Sutton, it's Fiona. We have a deal. Okay? Yes, fine. Yes. Yes, I'm on my way. It's done. Angelica's life has been saved. You can leave now.
Like hell I will. I have to make sure she's safe.
Safely home with her adopted mother?
Yes.
Here's the address. Don't fuck this up, Indica. Sebastian won't hesitate to put a bullet in you if you try anything stupid.
They better show up.
Of course they will. Why wouldn't they? Fiona's giving them what they wanted.
Exactly. Why are you so nervous, Indica?
I don't know. Something about this whole situation just feels off.
It's all been such a whirlwind since we got back to Misty River. Of course your mind is all over the place. I think it's going to take some time before things feel normal again, for any of us.
Maybe. I don't know.
How about a joint, to calm your nerves?
You're asking to be hotboxed? Am I being that annoying?
Let me light it for you.
Message received.
What you did for Angelica was very selfless and very brave.
It sure was. I'm so proud of you.
Why does doing the right thing always have to feel like such a punishment? I mean, no wonder people are selfish. It just feels better.
Well, don't get any ideas.
As much as I want to grab Angelica and flee the country, I have no intention of interfering with this handoff. Ugh, just look at my life. It's like the universe gets off on kicking me while I'm down.
Look, I'm not indulging in any of your pity parties. We've all had our losses, our traumas. None of us had an easy road. Yes, you're in pain, but in time it'll fade. You'll learn to live with it, just like I'll learn to live without Jim, and Joanne. And Giovanni will learn to live without his family. You're also not going through any of this by yourself. You have 2 friends with you right now, here for your support. A lot of people don't have that.
Yeah, what she said.
You idiot. Oh, Rosie, you're right. I hate to say it, but you're right. Thank you both for being here. Gio, I know you'd rather be with Ethan, and Rosie, I know you'd rather be drunk.
Who says I'm not?
Looks like Fiona and Sebastian just pulled up. Now we wait for Sutton and Johnny.
Do you think Sutton and Johnny are having sex?
You're disgusting.
It's possible.
Just because it's possible doesn't mean I want to picture it, Rosie.
How are you dealing with the news that he's Angelica's biological father?
Feels about right, given how fucked up the rest of my life is. Thank God Vinny's not in the picture anymore, because I couldn't stay in that marriage knowing what I do now.
Whatever did you see in that man?
Ha, which one?
Johnny.
Attention. You remember how low my self-esteem was in high school, and he just swooped in, and before I knew it, we were dating, and then we were married, and then we were divorced.
I'm glad you left him. He seems really abusive.
That's the worst part, Rosie. I didn't leave him. He left me. For my mother, Betty Sue.
Shut up.
Can you believe it? And she has the nerve to hate me. Classic narcissist.
Jesus Christ. Maybe you do deserve that pity party. Dosha was an awful mother, but she never slept with any of my boyfriends.
There will be plenty of time to wallow. Tonight is about Angelica.
Is that them pulling in the black SUV?
I think so. Yep, that's Johnny getting out. And there's Sebastian, checking each other for guns. Kind of hot watching them feel each other up.
Barf.
There's Fiona and Sutton. Fiona's giving Sutton a briefcase.
Johnny's getting Angelica. Oh, God, she looks filthy. She must be so traumatized by all of this.
She certainly looks happy to be in Fiona's arms again.
Yeah, she does, doesn't she? I guess I am doing the right thing. She clearly loves Fiona.
And Fiona clearly loves her. This isn't some revenge play against you. She genuinely cares for that child. Neither of us had that with our own mothers. Well, you didn't either, did you, Giovanni?
Nope. My mother died when I was young. I'm happy for Angelica. She'll get what none of us ever had.
And you're forgetting the other bright side here. The Valduccis are officially done. That means Natalie Winter will be ripped from her mayoral palace, and Fiona's empire will come crashing down all around her.
You're right. Now Fiona gets to be the loser for once. Good. We should celebrate.
Goldies?
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, and we can talk about planning that engagement party. Have you decided when you're going to pop the question?
Soon.
Well, hurry up. None of us are getting any younger.
Speak for yourself.
Giovanni! You're right on time. Can you help me with the drinks and hors d'oeuvres? Our guests won't be long behind you. I take it that things went smoothly?
Indica doesn't suspect a thing.
She's always been dense. However, you deserve credit for your convincing acting skills. You brilliantly mastermind this entire charade.
It's not like I had a choice.
Oh, be fair, Giovanni. You made a deal. In exchange for Natalie and I releasing Indica and Rosie from the Misty River Asylum, you would make sure that she signed over parental rights to me. And she did. So, job well done. You are Valducci through and through. And this latest stunt proved it.
I hated lying to Indica and manipulating her, but there was a part of me that...
That what? Got off on the thrill? The danger? Oh, we are cut from the same bolt. It's in your blood.
How's Angelica doing?
She's taking a bath, washing off all of that grease paint. Then she's going to pick out a pony as a reward for her performance. I have to tell you, that kid is one hell of an actress.
It doesn't feel wrong to you involving her in this?
No, because it worked. She was integral to your plan. I thought it was a stroke of genius myself. Look, what is done is done. You made good on your promise, as I knew you would. And Angelica's better off for it. If you don't see it now, you will one day.
I'll get it.
I brought moonshine. Who's ready to celebrate?
Ah, is that my bestie?
It sure is.
Oh, it's so good to see you in less dramatic surroundings.
Wasn't that exciting? I felt like I was in a movie.
I certainly enjoyed giving that pig a piece of my mind.
That forged paternity test that was proving Johnny was Angelica's father. Mwah.
That was all Rosie Bush. She was very grateful to be released from the asylum.
Those test results may have been fake, but poor Johnny still slept with that thing. Yuck.
Hey, the cock wants what the cock wants, and she's got a very accommodating twat. Oh, but she wouldn't be half bad if she shut that trap once in a while, you know what I mean?
Johnny, we don't speak kindly of Indica in this house. Come on in, both of you. The chef put together an incredible spread.
Nice, I can't wait to dig in. I'm famished. Now, how about a few glugs of that moonshine, Sutton?
Oh, yes. Moonshine for everybody. Now, let's make a toast to mending broken bridges and reigniting the most powerful alliance Misty River has ever seen. We will do what our fathers never could. Cheers.
Cheers!
All right, Sutton. Let's sit down and start plotting our next move. This town won't know what hit it.
I know. I'm so excited.
You two get comfy. I'll get the door.
Come outside, Johnny.
How the hell did you know I was here?
I have my ways.
Well, what the fuck do you want, huh? Make it snappy. They got food and I'm starving.
I came to let you know I have information that could spell a lot of trouble for you.
What the fuck are you talking about? You threatening me? Huh? You threatening me?
Not at all. Consider this a friendly gesture. Remember those paternity test results I had manufactured for this little scheme Giovanni cooked up? They didn't need to be doctored.
What are you saying?
You couldn't follow that. Okay, I'll spell it out. You really are Angelica's father, which means she really isn't a Valducci. How do you think Fiona would react to this news?
You are threatening me, hey? I should bust your fat mouth wide open.
I'm one woman you can't push around, Johnny. There may come a time when Fiona changes her mind and wants to start targeting me again. It's going to be your job to make sure she doesn't.
I always thought you was smart, but you're acting like a real dumb bitch right now, Rosalind. You're blackmailing me?
It's an insurance policy. Keep me safe and no one needs to know the truth.
What if I just pop you right now and dump your ass in the river, huh? How about that?
You won't do that. If anything happens to me, this information will come to light. I'm always a few steps ahead, Johnny. It would behoove you to remember that.
Ain't you all smug, huh? Acting like you won or something.
I have one. I always do. And don't you forget it.
Blazed all our lives Indica'S Child is brought to you by Rogue Nun Productions. Written, produced, directed by, and starring Sister Indica. Also starring Rosie Bush. Divine Grace as Fiona Valducci. Dixon DuMay as Giovanni Valducci. Julie Hoverson as Sutton Abernathy. Edward Champion as Johnny Russo. Tuesday Thomas as Judy Goode. Jennifer Meinel as Angelica Valducci. And Petty Page as Delilah Goode.